do you also live in? Are you also contemplating what's the meaning of other people's lives and why do they even have the choices that they choose so eagerly? Hello, my name is yours truly, Be Guices, because that's what I usually do, Be Guices. And I've been contemplating relationships and my experiences with all of the people that I have came into contact with. It's like I can hear myself two times. It's like somebody is watching my content literally in the other room. And it's kind of insane. But anyway, I've just been contemplating relationships and the previous relationships that I've had. And I've been also contemplating what I've been speaking on and why I've been speaking on it. And honestly, to be so sincere, it's like it's an insanity that I'm presenting right now because it's not as if I expect anyone to sincerely do anything for me. But the whole fact of the matter is, I've been contemplating these things because it's just simply just like some people are just so inconsiderate to reality itself and they've been through a lot or whatever, but yet they still don't learn from that fact of what it is that they've been through. It's like some people, they try their best to tighten over my perspective and it doesn't work. It doesn't actually do that. It's not as if they are all powerful and it's not as if they have any control. It's simply just the whole fact of the matter is that they are kind of a burden. So, anyways, recently I hooked up with this dude who is like the best friend to the guy that I consider to be the first person that I had an external attraction for that seemed mutual. And I only say it like that only because if it was as mutual as it seemed, then it wouldn't have easily fucking like been diminished. And it's like recently basically was trying to communicate with someone about like circumstances that was in potentiality. And so I conveyed to this said person that I literally was going to attempt to hook up with an ex because I just know that it was most definitely possible during that time. And I don't really necessarily know why. I don't really think about getting into that whole thought process. But the fact of the matter is, it's just like I acknowledge that everything could improve for a lot of people. I acknowledge that I can improve. Yet at the same time, currently, I'm not allowing myself personally to skim over or anything of the to where it's me not acknowledging what it is I need to acknowledge. I'm not allowing like myself to not acknowledge what I need to acknowledge. And it's like it's bizarre to me because even though have these perspectives of how they allow themselves to be, they don't necessarily have the perspectives of what is benefiting them to be that way. Like with me and my personal issues, I personally don't have much realization towards how substantial I truly am. And it's not as if I don't see myself, it's more of me not allowing other people to see my full potential due to the fact that a lot of people don't actually truly deserve to see my said full potential. And it's just like I've been so aware of these like fleas. Like I'm just always surrounded by fucking fleas and gnats and shit because people are genuinely like so just not what they want to be. And so they like either reap for that or other things that I obviously can't see. And the fact of the matter is, like, the most beautiful part about it is that if you don't necessarily acknowledge the foe or whatever, or if you do acknowledge the foe, but you know, you build yourself in the integrity that you bestow, like, it's not as if they can get away with any discredit or any like lie. Like there be no defaming of my name. Period. Like can't nobody say that they know me better than me because they really don't. And I prove people wrong only because like I've always felt like people have been trying to just not have my back. Like I just always felt like people have been trying to just hurt me for some reason. And it's just like it's kind of awkward because I never really thought that I never really thought that I wasn't the center of the earth. I mean, shit. I never really thought shit. I wasn't. I'm not basically. You know what the fuck I'm saying. You know, like I'm not the only option. But I really thought that I was. So it's like I kind of don't feel stupid. I feel genuinely misunderstood, and I feel like I don't know. I want to say that maybe it was a good thing that I hooked up with his friend because honestly, I want to say that, but I'm not really sure if that's the right thing to say. Seeing as like how things were panning out in their recent experiences with each other, genuinely, I don't know if I can trust any one of them. That's genuinely how I feel. And it's like, I feel like it's so me to trust them so I can help them. Yet at the same time, it's just like, I was hoping. I let him move in. He got and I let him move in. That's as much as I could have done for him. You know, that's really all I could have done for him. I couldn't provide him with any currency or anything of that sort. It just wasn't going to happen. Regardless of the fact of the matter of what I could allow myself to say was my or there or whatever, the fact of the matter is, like, if I were to get put into a situation where I would have to reconsider my current residential experience, then I wouldn't be mad at nobody else, like, genuinely. Like, I know how I feel, and I know how to read a room. So it's just like, I don't necessarily put anything past anyone, and I don't find it to be hilarious that I can kind of see right through everything. But I learned how to just really let go of the whole like idea of succeeding in some cases. Like, I can succeed towards maintaining my health and maintaining my mental health and all the things that really matter towards being a trustworthy individual. But it's just like, it's only so much that I can truly say. Recently, and I'm just gonna fill you in on why I'm just sitting here making a video and not like out making money. So recently, I got into a skirts on the road and I almost crashed. Literally. Ooh. So recently, the weather was a lot more icier than what it currently is, and a lot more colder. And it was like rain dudettes and stuff like that. So on this one specific street that was brick, the whole fucking thin ice experience wasn't something that I could control. So I had to make evasive maneuvers. And as I was like speaking on that like experience, the literal fucking experience of me personally being in the moment, just said retards just wanted so badly to argue with me about my choice of wording as if they had fucking clearance of audacity from me to speak to me that way. And it's like, it's funny as fuck because I say this with all motherfucking, every fucking inch of motherfucking air inside my chest. Ain't no nigga about to tell me what the fuck to do if they can barely take care of them fucking selves and you in the same fucking boat as me and we both rowing down the same motherfucking Nile River. You're not about to speak to me as if you can speak to me like you have been speaking to some people. Hell, you can be old as fuck. You can be 48 and think you can talk down to me and you in a motherfucking unsubstantial circumstance. And you think you're gonna talk down to me? I doubt it. I don't like it when nobody talks down to me. And I don't talk down to people with an intention to belittle them. If I'm talking down to somebody and it's literally out of me just being like trying to check their contradiction or trying to guide them into the right direction, I will literally use a different form of presentation. So it's just like, it's kind of like fucking bizarre because some people, like, they genuinely don't understand how much that they could be doing now, like at this moment. And it just really pisses me off. Like, I was sad at one point. I was so sad that I had cried. And it's kind of bizarre to me how, like, a person gains so much fucking balls that they don't even fucking, like, use. Like, to be so sincere. But, anyways, I feel like I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I feel about right now, actually. I was about to be like considerate towards people's intake of opioids, but at the same time, I don't really give a fuck right now. Like it always gets to this point to where I give a fuck, and then I just realize why and I don't know. It's really selfish, but I'm not really sure how to fucking feel about anything. And so I just don't allow myself to, because I feel like that is more easier than actually telling people how I feel and for them to just be like, oh, well, I don't believe you and contradict me just because they contradict themselves. And it's not something I want to be used to. The uncertainty of humanity because of all the fucking flaws that I have them looking like, what is it called? The cojones to say, like, imagine being that type of person where you literally only live off of, like, you run on gasoline only because you can't allow yourself to be yourself in the sense of just like being humane. Like, and that's the thing about it. We're all human, so we can all be humane. Yet a lot of people deny that to be a factor that they should genuinely have in their realization. But I'm not really sure what it is that is allowing some people to think that it's okay to be a fraud, to be a liar, and to be fucking standing with your head held high as if you can't, like, currently die from the things that you've done. And it's like bizarre because it's like I got doxxed, and I think about this all the time, but I got doxxed, right? And I'm not sure who got what information when they got it or whatever the fuck. But I still wonder how the fuck did I get doxxed the way that I got doxxed? Who doxxed me? And what was the point? I also wonder why I worry about, like, what people perceive my internet history to be. Like, I feel like it's been a whole bunch of, like, corrosions that literally, honestly, it might have affected, like, other people too, in the whole sense of where people are just pissed at certain individuals for being a lot more enthusiastic, happier, and just everything that they couldn't, you know, like genuinely. Like people are real life jealous at the fact that people are happy alone and they can be by themselves, and with enough support they can actually survive alone without them being a burden to their family. And it's like, it's sad to me because I sit in this place and I wonder how I got here. And I wonder if anybody else is like in the same position as me. So it just kind of just makes me want to, it just kind of makes me want to do something dangerous, genuinely. Like, I don't necessarily want to be in this vicinity for a longest stint of my life, where as if like, no. But right now, this is where I currently live due to the fact that I enjoy my own space, due to the fact that while I was in my own spaces, discomfort was something that resided with me and I had no acknowledgement of it. And it's like, it's stupid as fuck because I don't know if I'm the lesser of two evils or if I'm the main fucking issue. Because it's like I think about things and I wonder like if I wouldn't have opened the door for him to get so close, then he probably wouldn't have gotten close at all. And so I do these things where I say how I feel, and I say my perspective on things or the lack thereof of perspective. But it's like it's one thing missing. Evidently, found a way of getting that. Mm. Damn, you know what's bizarre? How the idea that just came to me, it wasn't. It's, I don't know how to feel at this point right now because that would be stupid. Why would I think that that's okay to just like be whipping his shit with zero effort of contemplation towards, like potential fucking people being mad at me for doing what's basically right, like the right fucking thing. Like, I don't get how some people can genuinely fucking sit back and think it's okay for me to be this way right here, right now, to be feeling the way that I do. I don't really understand it. And it's just like I know who I am. I know that I'm a good person and I know that only thing that really hasn't had the greatest representation of me is the things that generally never had my best interest at heart. And so it makes me really wonder why all this time he's still been trying. It's like more to this than I know. And it's like I would like get all conspiracy theorists with it, but I don't think it's like that big of an issue for me. Like, in the whole sense, I don't think I should be afraid of the FBI. So, that's just what I gotta say. Somebody just text me, but I don't care. I shouldn't be afraid of the FBI. So it's just like it's crazy. Because when I think about it and I think of like the fucking the routes that people would have taken if they weren't me. And I just realized how like I don't know. I just really feel like I just don't know. I don't think I really put a lot of thought into these things. Like, I don't think a lot of people are allowing themselves to put a lot of thought into it. It's like a lot of people are putting a lot of thought into what it is that they, and it's just like some bits of me, some bits of me want to follow the lights that I see that would aid me towards retrieving evidence, right? But at the same time, I don't think I can do that. I don't think the mind state that would bring, like, I just don't want that to be something that I actually do in my existence, where I actually take that route of just like utter fucking darkness, that my integrity literally changes and I become like something else. Like, I like exactly who I am. I might not be the best person in everybody's eyes, but I know exactly how I feel and I know exactly who I am. And if I'm this version of me, then I might not be beneficial to people who need me the most. And so, in a certain sense, I'm not really sure if that even like matters because of the people that need me the most. I'm not really sure if I'm just not sure about all of this. And that's why it pisses me off when all people do is try to distract me Because of what? What do they gain? It's just really fucking weird and awkward. Like, I can't understand some politicians only because, like, imagine that. Imagine you being in denial about who the fuck you truly are, but out there saying that, like, oh, this person is weird and they do this, so I don't want to associate myself with them, and all of this and yada, yada, yada. Yet, like, nothing to do with your aesthetic, but just because y'all all look the same doesn't mean y'all all feel the same and act the same. Y'all get home. Just because y'all in uniform doesn't mean that y'all always that person that's in uniform. So, like, it's just really fucking pathetic how some people truly is. And when shit is like on the surface, like, insanity strikes again, where they do the same thing that they didn't learn from the first time, and this time they learn. This time they get the answer that they need to motherfucking choose. Or if they don't choose that one, then it'll be an motherfucking fortunate circumstance that happens for them. Because ultimately, like, some people genuinely don't practice what they preach. Some people, they genuinely, like, preach for people to be something that they can't be. But I don't see me doing that right now. It's as if I'm asking anyone to do something that I haven't already done, right? And I would elaborate more on what that means, but I'd rather not. I feel like if anybody's asking me that question, like, and you hear again, it's like you just trying to fuck with me. And I keep telling y'all and showing y'all the insanity that we keep approaching. It's obviously not gonna work. Like, genuinely. It's pissing you off more the fact that you can't get to me the way that you want to. Because I know you're wrong. I know damn well that you're wrong. And I don't care how much people tell you you're right. You know you're wrong. So I'm not really sure how to feel about anything. That's why I don't let shit get to me. That's why I don't over contemplate how much money I make. Because I'm not about to do shit for nobody. I'm not about to pay nobody's motherfucking bills that they can't pay because they smoke their own spot. I'm not about to keep aiding you because you literally are used to get rewarded for bad behavior. Like, I didn't grow up in what is it called, privilege. My mom, she is middle class. She has her own place and she pays her own bills because she goes to work. So it's just like, it's kind of bizarre as fuck because a lot of people would say that I'm out of place. But seeing as, like, I applied for this apartment and they granted me this access, this opportunity. It's not me being out of place. I was given this place by individuals who basically deems me to be worthy of the opportunity. And maybe I don't have the best like comprehension of how to fully appreciate people the way that they want me to appreciate them. But the appreciation still shows regardless. If I have to go out of my way to survive in the lifestyle that I currently fucking have, but differently, then that wouldn't necessarily be me, and that would be you wanting me to be someone else. And that's just not the case. That's like you asking for a play that you can't for, because you're not for, and you can't play that. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I ain't fully grasp what I said, so I don't necessarily see all of the other imagery that came with the imagination with what it is that I had said, but it's like really fucking crazy. Because I called it. I literally said it a long time ago. This man needs to really check up on his mental health because I don't think he's all right. Like, I'm not really sure if this is like sanity that I'm witnessing from this individual. And the shit was contagious as fuck. And I didn't listen to Nirvana when initially I heard these things. But I mean, the fact of the matter is just simply just that it's the facts. Like, I've always been right. I've always been speaking on the truth. And it's just that one thing that they could not provide you, I tend to be. And it makes you and me wonder how long this participation of fraudulence been going on. Like, genuinely. And it's really sad. Like, imagine you being like the chief of fucking police or something, and you hear this information from just me, just a basic ass bitch in your eyes or in their eyes. This is just, well, how I'm gonna say it in my own motherfucking convenience. A badass bitch over here being a baddie motherfucking queen, just doing her, and you hear like this bitch had told you some shit or whatever, and so you look into me only to be like fucking like bamboozled, like literally bamboozled, wool pulled over eyes, and it's just like it's kind of like sad because in a certain sense, I just can't. I just can't with him. Like, I swear to God, in a certain sense, it's just really sad because, in a certain sense, some people has experienced the realization of exaggeration from a specific individual. And me being so familiar with how exaggeration presents in my own personal experiences, I never really understood that that exaggeration was potentially the reason behind why I have the fucking criminal record that I have today. Like, genuinely. me dating back to shit. Let's look it up. Let's look it up and let's just talk about it. Because why the fuck not, right? Well, probably right now is not the best time for me to speak on that situation, seeing as like individuals seem to shack together. How the fuck can you believe? How can you believe what it is I have to say if both of these people are literally in verbatim attempting what they're attempting? And it's just like, it just kind of makes me just want to turn into a fucking Satanist. It genuinely makes me want to turn into a Satanist, knowing that all this time you've had the fucking seats. You've had the seats and you've been sitting in it. And it's just like, you don't want the shit because it's not your fucking seat. And it's a seat that isn't valued by you. It's no sentimental value in that seat for you. But yet discomfort believes as if you should motherfucking be so comfortable in that seat. Like, it's kind of fucking insane, genuinely. Because that song "I Envy You," right? I feel like people haven't really allowed themselves for the perspective of that song looks like the inspiration, the muse of that song. Like, I don't think people really see how I see it right now. And maybe I haven't seen it like a lot of people have seen that song. I just listened to the song and I was just like, I love it. I love that song so much. Like I said before, it gives me a euphoric feeling of just like being in a metropolis of some sort, where it's like purple skies and pink and purple skies. It's like every single time every single time people try to like fuck me over in this existence, I always seem to realize that hater should be listened to 10 times unfolded. Cause like recently someone like expressed to me how like I'm delusional as fuck for even believing in my dreams, for even having my dreams in the first place. Like they basically said to me I'm delusional as fuck. And I'm just like, oh. Like I was just like, oh, that really sucks for me to realize. It's like, oh, it really sucks. But I realized that. I know these things, right? So it's like, if I'm delusional, that means you're flawless in perfection and you have no issues and there isn't nothing that is going over your head at this moment. Like. And that's why I just like dislike the fact that it took me to be the one to do this. Like, if you can't be the hero for yourself and millions of other people, then why do you think that you can take my place? It's impossible. It's impossible. No one will see you how they see me, and they might not even see me pretty fucking well. There might still be Michael Jackson out there, but I don't mind it. Shit, Michael Jackson was talented, and he was basically the reverse of my zodiac right now, with a Pisces moon also. And it's just like, I'd be damned if people continue to discredit Pisces for all of what the fuck we do for you. I'd be damned if you sit back and say, "Ugh, your Scorpio moon allows you to be that much little bit of difference," when in all reality, Don't let manipulation get to you in the first place. Like, take shit personal, but know how to set the boundary. Every time I have conflict with family, it's quite obvious that somebody's making them feel no way. Like, when I feel no way, I don't even go in my family's face. I stay by myself and I just vibe because that's the most healthiest thing for me to do. I ain't about to go in somebody's face and just sit in their face. Like, that's just so stupid. And so body. Like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. You don't have to go or have to see anyone that you don't want to see. Hell, in some certain fucking cases of reality, like, you don't even have to motherfucking exist, but you still do. So it's just like, for real, because that's how some people feel due to like what it is that reality is because of how people has made reality for these individuals, because we can't necessarily blame on this individual themselves. Like, they are literally just coming into contact with you. Like, this is what you set out for them, right? Like, this is what you wanted for them to be happy on their own without family. And now that they are in their own apartment doing this live stream right now, where are you? And where's your family? Who do you consider to be family? And why do you consider them family? And what makes you think that you can be a father figure to someone that doesn't know you, that probably really don't even like you, and that probably can't even trust you? Like, imagine that. Imagine being a stepdad to someone and you're so disgusting that you stink so much whenever you take your shoes off. And you're so disgusting that you sleep with their sister. And you're so disgusting that you've also attempted to SA a couple of like people and you probably already SA'd one. Like, really imagine that. Imagine being this person that I'm thinking of. Like, really try. Just try. Imagine being that person. Imagine what they might feel. Is it anger or is it sadness? And if it's anger, what's the audacity behind that anger? And why do they feel as if they're valid behind that anger? I burn bridges as soon as people burn theirs with me. Genuinely, once I acknowledge that you burned your bridge with me, that's when I start to let that motherfucker scorn. I ain't even gonna help put that bitch out. I'm gonna let it scorn. Because what do you want me to do about it? In a certain sense, what do you want me to do about this person necessarily being so inconsiderate towards this other person that they don't even like necessarily acknowledge where they come from, and they don't even necessarily acknowledge what it is that they are speaking on before they just assume what it is that they're saying, you know other than that, yeah, like, it's just like really sad because if I meet you on Grinder and we have a connection, which is mostly sexual, due to the fact that the discomfort that was acknowledged from the idea of just letting you in was just not something that I wanted to even consider handling until after being further manipulated to numbing myself. Yeah, okay, right. So like you like literally meet this person, y'all hit it off, y'all okay next to each other. Like the person is less expressive than you want them to be, but you're so expressive that the shit is kind of sad. But they don't judge you. They ain't speak down about you, or and then disrespect starts to set in. Like literally. Because honestly, I'm not really sure if that's even the fucking where the potential existence could allow itself to formulate the existence of being like, okay, if this person that I met on there met someone else that I know and is like literally like a parent, like if I met this dude on Grinder and he knows my mom, why would I hook up with him if I know that he knows my mom? Like that wouldn't be smart of me to personally do because I necessarily do not know what's going down there in anybody else's like vicinity of anything. I don't know any of this shit. So it's just like that was not something that I even contemplated. Like when I first met this dude, I never even fucking put the thought in my head that he could potentially even know my mom. But further down the line, after being depressed for reasons of unknown and being neglected and a lot of things, like I've not always been really, I never really cared much as a child. So as I mature, I care more now, and do my best as I fucking can. But it's just like sometimes your best could be improved upon, especially within the whole comprehension of resource and stuff like that. And like yeah, that makes me think about her. I'm gonna pull up that page right now. But anyways, this said individual just like is not being contemplative about what it is that they do. I mean, honestly, when I really do think about it, I am contemplative about who these people make because my dreams alone shown that personally I was gonna have a run in with them at one point. Like I was like literally living a lifestyle that was not equivalent to my current existence. And it was kind of like, I don't know, if I was in the right place at the right time, I could have prevented that person from going down that damn street with the skateboard. Genuinely had a dream about that. Also had a dream about one of my exes arguing with my sister about something in specific and he getting mad and running out of my house. But it's kind of crazy to me because I was seeing this whole like situation happen through somebody else's eyes. And it's just like, if y'all sitting back and y'all having conversations with this man about me and y'all checking him, y'all need to get slapped. And this is why I'm not there right now. And this is why I'm minding my business. And this is why I'd rather go to LA because it just really seems as if I just really don't have anything here for me because people genuinely just rather not support me. They rather just fucking be a burden on my existence as if they have no other option, as if they genuinely have to do this or they'll die. And it's just that's not the case. Like, if you allow yourself to believe that, because honestly, like, you got to be for real with these people. You got to be dead ass real with these people. They can barely live with themselves right now. They can barely fucking live with themselves right now. So like, I just wouldn't fucking allow myself to not be more affirmed than them.
Boys are so stupid.
It's like funny as fuck. And I just kind of just like laugh at that. I laugh at that fact. Anyways. It also brings in some what is it? What the fuck is the word? Some bonded trauma because it's like at some point I couldn't live with myself either. But before that point of old nigga heartache, like, well, not old nigga, more like old wigga. Either way, ass motherfucker tried to influence me and send me aura, which he actually kind of did. And I fell off and I like hurted myself. And then it happened again only because that's what they planned for. And it's just kind of like crazy because it's like they're running out of options of mental manipulation. It's like every single chance they get to attempt to feed me some type of notion that they seem to find substantial towards their accumulated success or whatever, like it just doesn't work out for them. Like you literally are like fuming off of like years and years and years of fascism that's already been debunked in multiple different facets. And it's genuinely insane. Like you're living insanity. And I don't see how like this is like going to be beneficial in 5 years. Like I don't see how fascism would be beneficial in 5 years. But I also have to say, with like potential experiences, allow yourself to be lighthearted about people's approach towards your sense of humor and demeanor. Because, like, a lot of people might not fully understand that in some cases, like being a cancer, using sarcasm is a coping mechanism for your emotions, and it's not exactly how your emotions are presented. So regardless, like that's how it is, like for every single sign, regardless, like whenever anybody is sarcastic, they're being sarcastic.
Boys are so
Yet
stupid.
some people are just so naturally fluent in that sarcasm that it genuinely comes off as like they are condescending your fucking analogy on what it is that you perceive of them, as if you know them when you really don't. And I love that. I love that so fucking much. This is why I adhere to the idea of allowing myself to say, my name is Daria Morgendorfer, and I'm here with another YouTube video. And all of that. Because it's like really fucking awesome to be able to give a fuck without really having to give a fuck, you know? And to even be like intellectually
Boys are so stupid.
comprehended of the presentation of knowledge that you are presenting. Like, it's just like, it's just really fucking awesome to know that you're understood when you're being misunderstanding. I'm in good vibes and good mood right now, so of course I'm ignoring potential fucking tyranny. Like, shit pisses me off, and since I got your attention, I'm gonna hold it for as long as I want to, and not use it when you want me to use it. Like, what? Like, I got your attention, not the other way around. So, but anyways, the fact of the matter is, solely, I had to remove myself from some circumstances because if I wouldn't have, then things would have been a lot dire for me. Maybe it would have been like a lot like worse in a certain sense where like I would have been like basically labeled as a hurricane. Like, it's so funny how much TV people watch. Like, oh my god, that reminds me of the Peppa Pig episode where they basically like, bitch, watching TV is not a talent. But it's like, it's bizarre as fuck because I don't think people who hold fame in such a highlight, in a high vibration, I don't think they stroll with factions that are so 18th century witch trial. You know, that's what it's giving, 18th century witch trial. But I feel like if Jim Carrey was like right by my side right now, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be completely how I perceive he could be. Only because of his fucking fan base and how they handle themselves, I honestly have that much more like faith that Jim Carrey isn't like his fan base. Girl. But I don't know. Jim Carrey is Jim Carrey, and I'm just used to him being like funny and stuff. But like, who knows why he's that funny? You know, I don't. So, and if I did know, would it be horrific, or would it just be like, oh, girl, please, that's everything, like, you know, and it's something traumatic for him. Wow, how much that just came and beat me right in the fucking ass as I said it, because today is the weekend. Meanwhile, the radiator hose on my mom's car is currently the issue that I need to be working on so I can make money and also visit my mom and my niece whenever the fuck I want to. I don't like the idea of people believing as if they have control, all because of the sabotage that they had to inflict in order to feel that sense of control. It's like you're so out of control, you sabotage and self sabotage in order to have a sense of control, which is irrational as fuck. It's like you're going insane and trying to keep a hold of yourself while you're not realizing how much of yourself you're losing due to the fact that you haven't allowed yourself to fully understand that you inflicted the fucking pain on this person initially, who had nothing to do with whatever fuck it is that your motive was. They might be related to this person, but they aren't that person. So why bring someone into something that doesn't have to be brought into what it is that you want to bring them into? You know, like, is really something that you should consider because I don't know. California is far away, and I don't know if you know if you got a kid. I would hate to let that be something that my child would have to face, the reality that they have to protect themselves from something that their dad did or something, you know? Like they gotta protect themselves from their dad because knowing their dad wouldn't be beneficial at all. If anything, it would be the worst fucking decision. Either know your dad or know your mom. You know, like I live with your dad or live with your mom. If anything, I'm going back to live with my mom if I have to. I don't know that fucking dude at all. He's like literally not someone that I know personally. It's not as if I should really care if he's mad. You know, like it's not as if I should give a fuck about what he feels. Because it's not as if he gives a fuck about what I feel. I feel like that man is more selfish than he was. And regardless of what I say, like I don't think humbling is something that he can genuinely fucking do. Due to the fact that like that man he just really is like someone I don't know at all. I couldn't tell you one actual fucking fact about him. Genuinely. I couldn't even tell you his fucking height. That's how much I don't know that man. And I like it this way. I don't care if shit that doesn't benefit me the way that people want it to. I don't give a fuck. Like, regardless, I don't think me giving him the privilege to get to know me is something that he should have. Like, I don't think he should have that privilege to get to know me, seeing as, of course, denied yourself that access. Once you denied yourself the access to get to know me by just simply not taking chance to get to know me, then it's like it's up in the air. It's up and it's stuck. And I don't know how to fucking like respond or even acknowledge you because why would I? You genuinely see me as unvaluable during your time of literal contemplation of choices. The choices you make in your life matter. That's why I let people in because, especially on the internet, I let them know what I'm going through. Maybe it'll like hurt to know that people can be so crucial, but it'll hurt a lot less because at least I know somebody ain't lying to me. And if they are lying to me, then they are just as insane as the people that I see the truth in, you know? Like the truth that they speak on, and I see it in these people. It's just like, oh, these people ain't crazy because you motherfuckers is crazy and y'all need help and y'all depressed and y'all motherfucking like are just spewing out all of this negative energy onto other people because you don't deserve my energy and because literally, like literally, you know you don't deserve to be around me, especially with a fucking hate like that. Like, how you gonna be mad at this lady for taking care of the kids that you didn't even want to fucking take care of and think that you got some audacity? Like, I just don't understand it. I don't see where you're valid at all. Genuinely fucking don't. But through life experiences, I'm not really sure. I can't really, no. I can't even, no. So it's just like, it's interesting. It's interesting. So, like, why he left and everything, and what influenced him to want to leave from my life, right? Me and my siblings' lives. And I have an acknowledgement, of course, but ultimately, I'm just going to say it. And I'm also going to be aware of the pressure that I could be opening myself up to at this moment. But honestly, it's not as if I feel as if I'm like completely informidable. I just really just realize how much more faith I have in my fucking realization of how I see these people, how I analyze the way that they approach me, how I analyze the way that they approach anything in general. And it's just like, I'm not really sure if they can stand alone. So I don't think I have to really worry much because if it takes all of you to handle me, then you couldn't handle me alone at all. Like the only way that you could think that there is a success for you is through physicality, but who's to say that I would not be a motherfucking armsman? Who is to say that I'm going to give you some consideration? Like for real. That's not me saying that I'm going out right now to go get a gun. No, I ain't gotta do all of that because I ain't gotta fucking look at y'all people. I ain't even gotta talk to y'all people. But the fact of the matter is, y'all clearly ain't got much entertainment at home. Y'all clearly ain't fully entertained at home. So instead, you go elsewhere just to find happiness that you never really actually find, that you never really actually meet. Some people just witness happiness, or they just witness something that brings them amusement. A lot of people aren't really happy. Hell, I don't even think I'm happy, to be so for real. I feel like the world is genuinely coming to an end. It's like everybody is getting tired of each other. And it's just like the whole fucking world is just about like everybody like girl, some people they like, oh we know how we feel. And then some other people they just like, oh, I'm so scared because I don't know what afterlife is, and I put so much energy into my physical surroundings. Actually, I just never really allowed myself to connect humanely. And it's just like those individuals I tend to speak truth to for them, especially if their imagination isn't like mine and their imagination is like a little bit more active, but yet they still don't use it, right? Like sometimes I contemplate if other people can imagine things and it not be in fade. Like sometimes I really question if people can see a genuine picture in their minds as they imagine something without like your receptors of dopamine and all of that like influencing those receptors to recept those things specifically. But I don't know, maybe like my idea of how strong my brain is literally is probably equivalent to how it actually is strong. Like for real. And I feel like this will last a very, very, very long time, especially with meditation. And that's something that I haven't been putting off, but I haven't been like very like adamant about doing. Only because personally the environment is off and I just like that. Like I just like having to be cautious of how it is my aura emits off of me or emits off of me while being around certain individuals who has an aura of low vibration. And it's like a lot of people aren't really aware of where their vibration is. And I feel like some people, some rare individuals who are in positions where you wouldn't expect them to have high vibrations. But then some people who you do expect to have high vibration in those same positions, but they're not like this. They're not the same. You know, like it's like some people differ. And I really consider that, but it's just like how they differ is something that I should be more contemplative of because, with my ancestry and my wisdomatic approach to everything, you can spot a witch from a mile away and not even notice it because you wouldn't think that, like, some people would even, and be witchy, but in that position to fucking work. But at the same time, if I would have been naive and allowed myself to be a fucking enthusiast of what is that brings people purpose in their existence, then I would be an enabler. So, like, I'm not really sure how to feel about what it is that I'm saying right now, and I'm so glad you don't know how to feel about what it is that I'm saying right now because some people has recently said, oh, it's people's religion that they are following that is making them act that way and that is making them be what they are. And it's just like, it's really sad because it's really hypocritical seeing as these individuals do massicides and literal fucking massacres and motherfucking, what is it called? Like, they just do really unforeseen fucking horrific fucking like things. And it's just like, I don't I don't really feel bad for their future. Like, for real. I really don't. And you can feel that way about me. It's not as if I need for you to. I have been okay with what it is that people have motherfucking wanted for me and my ancestors for the longest. Like, if I put too much thought into why these people don't like me, then I will never actually truly find out, right? Because they'll never tell me. Because clearly, whatever it is that they don't want to tell me, they clearly can't have. So they gotta keep fighting just to hide it. And it's just like, it's stupid. It's really fucking stupid. It's like, we'll never get anywhere with this type of fucking mindset that we allow ourselves to be conditioned through. Like, but I still have the faith that people can break free from all of the fucking denials that they curate for us or you or whatever the case may be. Because some people really don't deserve to be perceived a certain way. I learn new things every single day, and I start to really like be more aware of what it is I should and shouldn't say, especially in a lot of cases of just like protection. But I also have to be considerate to the fact that I am naive, and some people just might reach anywhere to any fucking star just to get whatever the fuck they want. And I just pray that it's me, like, like, I really pray that if anybody has a chance to really do something about these things and I like not die in the process, like, you know, I have been thinking about someone in specific recently, and I don't know, like, I kind of feel like, I kind of feel stupid. Because, like, when I think about it, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how to express this, but I just kind of feel stupid. And I'm scared to even attempt to look in that direction, especially if I could be wrong. Like, I'm just afraid to look in that direction. But it's quite telling to me that I might just be putting high hopes into individuals as if like like I might just be putting high hopes into individuals as if they should even consider helping me. But that's like so fucking awkward for me to say because I mean it's not as if I'm not beneficial at all, but it's not as if I fully understand what it is that I can benefit to people. So it's just like now that I'm just like thinking about things and I just been like aware of what it is that was expressed during the time of me expressing what it is I expressed about what it is that I'm thinking. It just really just shows to me that if only I actually fucking like knew what the fuck it is that I could have done to prevent like that from even a process right now. Without putting myself in the same situation. But I have my own situation. And it's kind of just like we are always in this endless battle with each other for survival. We're always trying to either survive by working or being worked on. And I just think that some people could be a lot better at their jobs. Like, genuinely. Maybe they're really great at their job and I just don't know anything. And the thoughts of me not knowing what it is I want to know kind of doesn't make me feel good. So it makes me like allow myself to acknowledge what could be the bad side of it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think people, I don't know. I just don't know right now. But what if it is a bad situation? What if, I mean, honestly, that would be like far fetched as fuck. But like, what if it's not far fetched at all? But what if this is kind of like a. But that makes me really wonder. Because he has been home. And he hasn't been coming up here to do anything up here. Hmm. I just shit. I don't think I give a fuck about how they make their money because they don't give a fuck about how I make my money. And I feel as if since they're toying with my existence, maybe I should toy with theirs. And yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot of fucking people. And yeah, it could potentially get me killed. But the fact of the matter is, revenge is a bad bitch in its best coat, sir coat. If you don't have the means of inflicting revenge the way that you want to, like Beyonce, then go out there and run your motherfucking mouth and go off, sis. But do it with so much motherfucking prestige of coding that only the motherfucker that needs to get the message will get the message because you'll send it. You know, divinity. So, the realization is just simply just like I really pray that she is transitioning. She is. She totally is. I actually haven't took those pills today because I'm contemplating hitting his fate. But I feel like I don't know. I don't know. That's a certain way. And yeah, it's just that. So I think the sooner we overthrow Satan, the sooner destruction of civilization cannot exist. Like as soon as we just get all of these fucking Judaises and we just stop idolizing biblical things and just allow ourselves to live our lives as just as human fucking beings and have structure in how we balance everything, then of course we can live in harmony. And of course we do need to be aware of what it is that we should acknowledge. So like regardless of the fact of the matter is just like period, yeah, it's just some things that is acknowledged in existence that obviously will be handled in the best way possible. Like personally, I don't intend to like really see any detriment to your existence, but I don't want that for me either. So of course, like protection at its finest shall be invested in. But at the same time, if we don't know how to intellectually protect ourselves, then like that will be issue. And that's why it's a good thing that Amish people live in Amishes, because intellectually they're not there. And the whole worldwide common sense grasp. And it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of sad. I'm not really sure. But yet again, he's happy. Like, I'm just like really realizing how stupid I am. Like, for real, like, dead ass. I'm really realizing how stupid I am and how I've only wanted to be with these people
Why is that
only
so
because
stupid?
they genuinely had attraction to me until they didn't know more. And the reason why I never really thought about, and that's why it's just like situation alone is daunting me, because I'm gonna keep talking shit. I'm gonna keep talking shit and checking the bluffs, because they know who he is. He know who he is. He know who he is. And he know he pissed off because he know who the fuck he is. So it's just like it's like insane. It's like genuinely insane. And I just don't know what to do with it. Like, in some cases, I don't know if I should like ricochet, take my aim, or just keep letting the fucking intimidation bots do what they do. Like, it's a weird existence. Being a person of this understanding that there's a lot of fucking options, but very few ones that are logical to even approach, you know? But I guess that's the whole point about it. Me being irrational has like literally sparked a lot of reaction. Like, it sparked a lot of reaction. And it made people come out of their shells and reach into my humble abode for some type of potential fucking chance. And it's just like, it's kind of sad though, because like when I really think about it, I'm just kind of like, I'm only like this right now because I'm looking out for you. You don't understand how like finicky being in a relationship with that person can be like, especially if you allow him to do so much and you not do or say anything about how you feel about what it is that he does. And the reason as to why, whenever I'm presently there, he will not show himself, or he will not be present. Because I swear to God, if I ever see you in that motherfucking house, you're going to regret it on your life, on your whole entire existence. You're going to regret it. And I ain't scared. I'll do exactly what I need to do right in front of you. A lot of people, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I remember like getting the police called on me and whatever, and in some cases it's just like I just don't know if that would be enough. And I ain't saying that I'm gonna have everything under the sun to have the motivation to not have regret for an idea. But I love how I realized that it was just lust and I'm not attracted to him. Like, I'm genuinely happy with myself for realizing that I'm not insane and that, like, actually I've let that dude go. Like, I genuinely am proud of myself for walking away from that relationship. Because, like, damn, like, he had a Betty down bad. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, he had a Betty down bad. And I really want to finish my fucking hair right now because I look like I could finish my hair at this moment.
Boy, is that stupid.
Obviously, anyways, fucking busy. Like I was saying, I don't think it's a bad thing to express your emotions to people. I think you should be considerate to whom you express those emotions to. Because some people genuinely can empathize. They can genuinely empathize. And you'd be surprised to know like how much people might empathize with me. Like like it's kind of crazy because like I never really intend for people to be mad at other people because of their actions.
Boy, is that stupid.
Be mad at other people due to their fucking actions because their lack of consideration for those actions that they decide to go about. And it's just like, but you think I should be reasonable to this person all because of the fucking like the idea of this person being angry? You think I should be reasonable? You think that's something that shouldn't be reasoned to me? Like, is his feelings the only fucking feelings that matter to you? Like, come on now. That's how I think about it. And I don't really care what anybody else got to say. But I do care if you agree, though. So it's just like, I've missed doing this. During one period in time, oh, I'll be airing it the fuck out. I'll be genuinely airing it the fuck out. Like, telling you, Karma is a badass bitch. A real motherfucking G would have never fucking called the cops on me that day. I'm telling you, a real fucking G, a real motherfucker that could literally do come in the motherfucking time would have never called the cops on me that day. The first time I ever felt betrayed by him. All because you couldn't handle conversation. You decide to call the police. Wow. You couldn't accept the fact that I disagree. So you instead call the cops to get me out of your face. Okay. All right, whatever. Uh, but sometimes I wonder if like some people are like bona fide fucking crackheads. Because genuinely, no, like for real, because it makes me wonder, why some people even have motive to try to gaslight me the way that they did. You know? If you don't know, I'm gonna let you know. My niggas and the white people. So it's this guy that I used to converse with on long distance terms. And he would be like clingy, but it was like overly clingy as if he was like overcompensating. It's like he had like a motive, and the motive was just to get me to him. That's it. Like, I don't know what else he wanted out of me after that, but clearly it didn't happen for good reason. Clearly, I kind of seen through who he is before he could even. It's like I had a dream about being in his house, right? And it's just like it's bizarre because I have genuine fucking dreams about like I have dreams, and I'm telling you the current dreams that I have about one person in particular. Like I genuinely pray that that happens. I genuinely pray that we can have this happen because it might not be everything that I wanted, but it's something. But anyways, the dream about the other dude. It was weird because it was like his dad was there or something, and then there was like a dog cage, and it was like a white room with like blue carpet or something. Something was blue, and it was like somewhere in the room. And I remember seeing a fireplace, and then they were like saying, like they were treating me as if I was a child because maybe in their eyes I was a child. Maybe I was looking through the eyes of a child. I'm not really sure how to structure. I'm not really sure how to structure this. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to deal with reality as is right now. Dead ass. This is why I don't go out in reality like that. So who the fuck knows how I would be able to structure a whole fucking YouTube channel off of like this. Like, I don't know how that will work, and I don't know how beneficial it will be for everyone if I'm not in the right place at the right time. I don't like when people try to use what it is that they see as power to control someone, like threatening someone else's life, all because you are getting the same medicine back. Like literally, karmatically, you're literally getting the same medicine back that you dish out to people. Like you sit back and ignore someone for a whole entire fucking day, and you think that they're about to fucking jump to a text that you just sent them. No, you're gonna wait, and regardless of what you say, like I ain't necessarily gonna say I'm calling your bluff, but I know that you're gonna do it because if you do it, you'll regret it. So like it's like really weird being me. It's like I had to accept the fact that cats only meow. Ah, I feel like what if? But that would be crazy. That would be fucking insane. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All I know is that that's interesting. So I have these cousins and they're like mixed or whatever. And the dudes that I predominantly have had experiences with were Caucasian. Anyways, the fact of the matter is, like, I don't know why, but like, this is a real ass fucking thought. Like, if y'all all hanging out with each other and y'all don't hang out while I'm there, doesn't that seem suspicious as fuck? Like, doesn't it seem as if what you've been telling everyone is fucking fraudulent? You hide yourself when I'm there. When I'm there, you're not there. But when I leave, you are there. Like, I don't understand it. What makes things normal if you gotta hide or leave or run away every single time I pop up? Why are you running for? What are you running from? If you're doing nothing wrong at all, it's just like it's obvious that something wrong is happening. It's obvious that that whole scenario needs to stop. So I'm about to like pick up this fucking phone and start clapping the fuck off too, clapping back.
And this is one of the
Oh really?
poisons.
Um, they lie the same. I think I'm about to start talking about them as if they're in the room. I'm about to read his messages because I can do this if I want to. It's like it's really funny because if I always would have thought that way, like then I would be them, but I'm not them. So it's like I'm me, of course, non-binary me, but I'm not these two visuals that lie like this right here. Who the fuck sleeps all fucking day? Like, not one person can genuinely sleep all motherfucking day unless you a lazy ass person. You can lay in the bed all day, but you're still woke. You're not asleep. So you're lying. So you're not trustworthy. So I shouldn't believe anything that you said because you're lying about this one simplistic thing. Like, but anyways, he says he was asleep all day or whatever, and his phone died, and he didn't bother to charge it. Oh, really? No, you intentionally didn't charge it. No, it is a communication problem. No, I am mad at you for that. I'm mad at you for that, and then some. But you'll never admit to it. I don't give a fuck where the fuck you live at. I'm genuinely pissed. I'm genuinely pissed. Every single time I get this way, it's not for no fucking reason. Obviously, I feel betrayed, and you are not about to keep betraying me. So if you betray me, I'm going to betray you back. Like literally, if you do something that I'd rather you not fucking do, or if you pretend as if you're doing something that I'd rather you not do, I don't give a fuck if you like playing in my fucking face. Like, don't play in my fucking face. I don't play in your face. Genuinely, I don't. And if you don't believe in what the fuck I believe in, then obviously we don't think the fucking same. So it's just like, it's really fucking sad because what the fuck is wrong with these people? It's like they genuinely just don't fucking understand how to be humane. And it's just like really sad. Should I even reply back to that? I always block and unblock these people. Why don't I just leave these motherfuckers blocked? Well, one of them is still locked. Anyways, I'm about to go and not really care about much of anything as usual, but really give all the fucks that I actually possibly can. And just blandly just survive as much as I can. It's like I don't take the enthusiasm away from anything. It's the realization that people are so enthusiastic about doing the wrong thing that makes me so enthusiastic towards not doing what it is that I want to do. Like YouTube and stuff. I don't even want to edit anything at all right now. The last video I edited is because I actually wanted to edit that video and I was in a good headspace and I was speaking on something that was coming from my heart about how I truly felt about what it was that I experienced. And more videos like that need to come about, and they will. But I also have to be like real aware of what it is that people might get triggered by, because that might end up getting me triggered by somebody. And I don't genuinely have time for that. Like, y'all can be mad or whatever, but if you don't necessarily know specifically what made you feel that way about me, then I'm not really sure I should really even care if you feel that way or not. Like, it's so crazy because some people, they feel as if I owe them things that they have never provided me. And it's just crazy. It's crazy as fuck. And then some people, like, they asking for shit that they owed. Like, you owe this to me and you asking me for this? It's kind of crazy because I recently did that where I asked someone for like help with getting some things like dog food and stuff that's necessity for my little baby's survival. And I'm not sure how they felt about it, but I didn't think twice about it. I needed to get the dog food. I still need to get more dog food because I don't know how long that dog food is going to last. And it's always going to be like that. Like this is why it matters what you put your energy into. If you're putting your energy into something just to get money, and you gotta like do outrageously obscene things in order to get that money, I think you just wasting your fucking time. Because really, when you really fucking think about it, like I just don't think you're gonna get what you think you set yourself up to get. And if you do get it, it'll be in a circumstance where you don't even notice it was a circumstance. Like for real, for real. And it makes me just want to fucking look up documentation 111111 angel numbers. Um documentation of people's motherfucking life insurances and see who is all on the motherfucking list. Because it's just something that said person was speaking on and they excluded me from the whole entire life insurance situation. Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm the only bitch on that fucking list. like not even like as a beneficiary. Like I just don't know why, but I know why. But if I'm not on her insurance, then I'm on somebody else's insurance, and that's problematic because who the fuck's insurance am I on? I don't have life insurance. And they said that I wasn't on their insurance. So why am I worried about life insurance, right? Like it don't make fucking sense to me. Because if it somebody will make it make sense to me. Like somebody will make it make sense. Why I sit back and be like, life insurance. Why does that matter to me? Like I don't have life insurance. Calvin Harris? No, something Harris. TJ Harris, something Harris. He live all the way in Dubai now. Like he ain't even here. So it's not as if I want to become an insurance broker. So like, what is this whole thought process of insurance, right? Well, I'm gonna ensure to you that if you don't motherfucking treat me with respect, then you're gonna regret it. That's my insurance to all of you motherfuckers. Like, you might hate me for being who the fuck I am, but at least I'm not you. So pull any shady things on you. Maybe he's like witnessing my life right now. I don't mind it. I'm not really sure what to say right here, right now, because that sentence wasn't formulated correctly. And then on top of that, I don't think I fully agree with that sentence to me. But I ain't trying to argue with this person. I think that's what. Hmm. Let's see. No, I probably shouldn't. Judging from the reality, what is love at this point? Other than self love, what is love? Have anyone ever actually truly fucking loved me? Like, have I ever actually experienced love? Because it's it's a real fucking question. I'm say I have, but I'm not really sure because I'm not sure. I don't know what it is, how to receive it, and other people's presentations of it. And it's just like, in some cases, from other people through the honesty that they show. But then you have to be considerate to the fact that, like, some people don't like to take accountability. So some people take accountability for some people sometimes, just so you can further either see or separates the idea of these people or whatever. But in the whole reality aspect, me not seeing your constant motherfucking existence, not seeing what you're doing constantly in existence, like, just because I fucking FaceTime with you for 5 to 20 minutes while you were at your mom's or whatever the fuck, that doesn't mean like you're always, that doesn't mean you're there right now. And judging from all of the communication that I have with each other and how much you don't say to me, like, this is why I don't fuck with him. This is why I'm just not in love, and I don't know what the fuck love is. Cause fuck that shit. I'm tired of these old ass bitches thinking that they can gaslight me, and y'all old as fuck. Y'all are that old. Y'all ain't got no motherfucking. Y'all spry as fuck, and you really think that I'm about to sit here and just literally let you gaslight me? Like, sir, literally, you're literally so close to death. I don't even see why I should even try. You know? Like, you're that motherfucking close to your own demise that I just don't even feel like, why should I try, you know? And I just truly just don't give a shit. That old. Like, your life is not full of fucking experience. Like, in the years to come. Like, it's not gonna be lively. It's fuck. So why should I like force people to do things that they know that they couldn't do without me doing it, without me influencing them and showing them that I'm not your ex. I'm not your, well, it is his ex pretty much because he basically doesn't live he doesn't live there anymore. From the circumstances of you being able to sleep in all day on the said couch or whatever, like, oh my god, this is like God speaking to me because at this point, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you can say that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but bitch, obviously I do know what the fuck I'm talking about because if I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, then y'all wouldn't move like that. Like, why the fuck is y'all turning off my iPhone on y'all fucking iCloud accounts? Like, y'all better be happy a bitch is considerate towards the whole fucking notion of just like, okay, I wouldn't want nobody to steal my phone, so let me not steal his. Like, for real. And it's not as if I knew where the fuck it was, but the whole fact of the matter is, the fact that you told me that maybe was probably part of your motive. Like, for real. So it's just like, I'm not really sure how to really see these people. All I really know is how I feel about what it is they do. And it doesn't feel like something I want to even know about, yet it's something that concerns me. And so, like, I say these things because if I try to do something about it without any, like, concrete evidence, then I wouldn't get the right protection that I need. Because I'm just tired of people thinking that they're invincible. I'm tired of people thinking that they are untouchable. And it's genuinely like, because it's not as if I have been humbled numerous amounts of humility within me, adhered to said humility. Either way, I learned a lot of lessons, and I'm a really fucking great fucking teacher. And if I taught lessons like the lessons I learned, then shit. If anything, you're the lesser of two evils. And mm, cause I forgive people, and I don't let things like sit on my like conscience, and I hold spite to like no, like I just can't. I can't allow myself to think in the negative notions that people has allowed themselves to think like imagine you trying to look out for me, but when you was looking out for me at one point, you got me put out of my residency. So like like if you don't know, then you don't know. So it's just like I'm just really tired of it. I'm tired of living in a lie and people lying. Like I'm really am.
Boys are so stupid.
If you actually give a fuck about somebody, then do what it is that you know that you can do to help that person in the best way possible. Maybe not being around you is the best thing for them at all. Like you shouldn't even fucking be like breathing the same air as the said person. And they got like the one that was put behind the motherfucking bars due to somebody else's actions. Because that's how I see it right now. How I'm really like seeing this reality. Like somebody sat behind motherfucking bars for years because of somebody else. Meanwhile, that person became a lot worse than what the fuck they actually was before they went in there. That really sucks. It really fucking sucks because everything that was meant for someone else, somebody else had to experience, in turn changing their perspective on how they allow themselves to adapt or condition. Like maybe they always have been as fascist as they was when they first went in there and I just never knew about it. Or maybe they wasn't. Maybe that's just what they allowed you to think because y'all got along and they didn't necessarily know who you were. Now that they know who you are, I'm just saying, now that they know who the fuck you is, that would be crazy. Like, I would never decline an offer of, like, safety and reclinage and all of the good stuff. But I would not allow myself to be in an environment that brings me traumatic history. Like, yes, I would have just sold that house. If I were you, I just would have sold it. Like, get a nice apartment instead. Like, the memories, they don't live like. I highly suggest listening to Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 album if you are going through a recent breakup. It could be highly beneficial towards your understanding of self reliance. Because there's some lyrical approaches that is quite prominent to the realization that trusting you wouldn't be the greatest idea either. So, you know, like, I'm not one of those people who enjoy giving people what they want, especially when that person doesn't necessarily want what they asked for. Not saying that they don't deserve nurturing and healing, but I am saying that if they lack the opportunity to nurture and heal from an experience due to the lack thereof of empathy and the whole humane sense of just being a general fucking human, and then on top of that, the whole contemplation of being that age. Like, some people, I just don't understand. Some people, they genuinely don't have a fucking like conscience sometimes, and it's just like it's really hard to even really acknowledge those type of people. I'm always so cognitive of my cerebral capacity that once it starts to feel as if I'm not, you don't get it. But anyways, these hot, funky velociraptors are just like irritating as fuck.
Why is that?
I'm also aware of people being cognitive of dates. I'm so glad that I like to gaslight people sometimes because shit ain't even accurate. But at least now I know like motherfuckers like are literally narrowing down to just like the fucking calendar on the wall just to find a way to get to her. Like, no, you can't get to her, bro. She's not letting you get to her. I'm just so fucking reflective right now about a lot of shit. I'm not really sure what to say about that. How can a person be so like greedy and needy at the same fucking time that they realize how like how it makes them seem to be so bitter about you being single and without them because they decided to go with someone else or decided to fuck their boss. Like, I don't like when people lie about who they hook up with just to lie about it. You don't even have to fucking say you hook up with fucking 60-year-olds or something. Like, you don't even have to say it. You don't even have to say it. And it's just like, they'll still lie. Like, they'll lie and be like, I would never hook up with a guy that's older than me and yada, yada, yada. Like, trying to make, like, me feel bad or whatever because you being an older male sitting right next to me and I'm hooking up with you. Like, so what? Do you not like yourself? And this is why, like, I don't know. I don't think they really understood how much they could just like fucking learn from me if they could allow themselves to actually learn a fucking thing at all. Then they could actually learn how to heal themselves instead of like inflicting pain on other people. You could be healing yourself and doing something else better with your time, like something else, anything else. Hell, I could be reading a book right now. But guess what? I'd rather be sitting here speaking because I'm tired of people's ideas having more leverage than the fucking reality itself. The fucking reality grasp of fucking reality. I'll be happy when I don't have to worry about these things though. Anything to just numb the suffering for myself, I do. And you might be so selfish for having suffering in the first place. I feel like this is the best times for me to do YouTube videos because obviously I have a lot more supporters aware. It really is showing. Because last night I could not fucking record a video at all. It was just like constant ricochet, taking aim, fires away. And I'm just like, you bitches is only going so hard on me because my supporting here. Well, I didn't personally say that, but I acknowledge. So, the motherfucking facts. But it would have been nice to at least have people actually be present with me and like they acknowledge that I'm doing the back end without presentation part, you know. But some people genuinely I don't really know what their motive of anger is. Like if you genuinely don't give a fuck, like why even acknowledge the whole situation and put so much tyranny on oh it's because you're the problem of the situation. You boast and speak on the situation as if you would do better than me if the shoe was on the other foot. But even if the shoe was on the other foot, like in some cases, I don't think anybody is better than me. I don't think anyone is better than me. I feel like I'm better than everybody. And that's just like the most fucking conceited thing for me to say, but it's exactly how I feel. Because I am the only one that truly knows me. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of bitches is jealous of me. And a lot of other people, like, they just like me because of how I use my brain and not just because I have a brain. But it really sucks because I actually wasted my time with these people. I actually wasted my time with this guy only for him to one try to choke me out like two fucking times, but he didn't do it. And then this one fucking dude, like, I had sex with this dude, and he was like rough as fuck, right? And I'm just like, this shit is just, it's not fun. Like, and then he was just talking a lot, just a whole thing. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Can you just do what the fuck it is that you need to be doing back there and get the fuck off of me? Like, I realize how it's just like, it's a waste of my fucking time when I don't have control over what it is that I'm letting someone do to me, you know? For real, for real. Because honestly, like I really understand how the women feel when they be like, "Oh, you just you just go in there and you just move fast and then you get out." Like how Francine felt or whatever. So unsatisfied. Like it's so crazy because oh God. I don't know. I feel like the intimate connection is the intimacy is it's just the intimacy at this point. If we have zero intimacy, or if I'm the only one that's sending intimacy, and the only thing that I receive back from you when you are being yourself with people you consider to be friends, um, and you send hate, then I can't necessarily allow myself to be enthusiastic about anything you got if you don't give a fuck about what I got. Like, it's like people been disrespecting me. And when it was my turn to disrespect these motherfuckers, they couldn't handle it because they thought I'd never go that far. But you better choose your battles wisely, because as much as you think that you got all of this support, you can get humbled too. Don't think that humility or humility is something that you still can't experience. You actually can. Like, I just keep hearing that people want to hurt me because I'm ruining their plans. And I like it. I like that I'm doing that because obviously, whatever the fuck you planned is, it was not a good idea. It was not a fucking good idea. And you obviously need help. And I'm going to be that one person that at least fucking try. And if I don't succeed at helping you, obviously you never wanted to get help, or you never deserved help, or whatever the case may be. But like, it is what the fuck it is, because like literally I express in all of the sincerity that I have within me. I don't see it diminishing. I don't see a reason why I should diminish. Genuinely. And it's just like I just don't understand why people aren't learning from their experiences. Instead, trying to teach people how to better understand them. But it's like I don't want to understand them. I don't want to. It's like as soon as I do that, that's the issue. And I don't like these issues. I don't like the fact that people don't even acknowledge how much of an issue they are. And it's just like they always use my own words as if they can present to me how much I need to learn for myself. But bitch, you're not even learning from the fucking instructor as they speak. It's like you're not surviving substantially off of your current survival. It's not doing what should be done. You're not working. Maybe you could survive a little bit easier. But if you're not working, or if you find a job and they make you feel uncomfortable, then what are you gonna do once you lack that support that you currently have? Who do you think is going to support you next? Hopefully, it's not somebody you betrayed, because and hopefully it's not somebody you lied to about betraying. I asked that man to do one thing for me, and that was to never call the cops on me. Because I know that with the intention and the realization that I had in that time, I wouldn't have never hurted him. And in fact, I didn't. But people have told me how they beat me in my sleep. So it's just something to note. It's not as if I let it slide. I just don't know how to react right now. And I think some people are scared to go to jail because they're scared to see my Uncle Sammy. Genuinely. And I think that's why he needs to go to jail. Oh my god, let's go see Sammy. Oh Jesus. I don't know what the fuck was said. I just started to say things. Like I don't necessarily my uncle's reputation, but I know I wouldn't be putting a brave face on right now. Like for real. Oh, it's so bizarre. Oh my god. The potential. Who the fuck is this? Anyways. I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna get back to working on the freelance accumulation of money. It is. And it's kind of bizarre because these ideas that I have right now is a lot more substantial towards good ideas than anything else. So I wonder what the fuck is going up there in my brain to where it just seems to be something that isn't considered. It's like either I need to make a bad idea and finesse somebody with it, or I need to just have a bad idea and fucking go follow through with it because maybe that bad idea is the only fucking idea that could be beneficial in the long run. Like, it's just an idea, right? Like, anybody can come up with ideas. Anybody can. It's just all about how you handle those ideas. It's a lot of fucking imposters among us. Like for real. I understand how some people like live life enthusiastically while feeling such depression due to the fact that they are weighing down someone else's energy by piggybacking off of it. Like, I love the fact that I'm more obnoxious than anything else because it pisses people off and it makes them not want to be like me, which is the greatest fucking thing ever. Because, like, if you're so obnoxious and no one wants to be you, then you don't have to worry about people trying to be you because you're obnoxious as fuck. So let's be obnoxious as fuck. Let's be what it is that they don't want to be so bad that would have benefited them more in their fucking existence. Like, for real, for real. Anything else? For real, for real. Like, I'm so fucking tired of people being stupid and just out of touch. So I'll just keep it for myself. Kind of makes me just don't even like a lot of shit and a lot of people, and it just makes me just not even like it here at all, anywhere. You know, this makes me just like actually want to die. Anyways, while they sit back and speak on that, I'm basically gonna fucking ignore them because they're fucking like awkward as fuck. It's like it's funny as fuck when people pretend as if they're concerned. Like, why you give a fuck now? It's like I really fucking don't like how fake people truly is, and they don't even realize that they just look like a fake ass bitch, like the fakest bitch ever, and they just really don't even realize it. I'm not one to always like bash on people's aesthetics and stuff. Okay, but no, because I'm not like necessarily a bully. Like I don't go out of my way to be mean to people unless they piss me off and they kind of deserve it. But some people should just like throw away their shoes and genuinely buy name brands only because aesthetically it's pleasing to have name brand shoes. I dislike a person who doesn't even consider that. Like, oh my god, there's so much going on in my head right now about just the thought process about like how like if you look at a person's shoes, it tells a lot about their personality. Like for me, for instance, with my docs, either doc, oh, in my Converse, Either way, I have a very keen aspect about me that is dark, but yet I'm still lively. Yet I still am transitioning. And yet I still don't give a fuck as much. Meanwhile, I still have zero calluses on my feet and I wear boots every single day if I have the chance. But that's not the same for others. It's just like it's just simply just that. Like the only way you can be better than what you are right now is if you allow yourself to progress from that into something that's blossomed. If you don't allow yourself to blossom, then you'll just be a buttercup, butterface person. And I don't know, maybe I'll like kick your ass in the Bad Girls Club if you haven't seen my lore. But anyways, that's the facts. That's the fucking facts. I really want to like call this person for some reason and argue with him about his decisions in life. I'd be like, why would you do that to me? Why would you act like nothing's wrong when you know exactly you're the fucking issue? Like, why are you acting like nothing is going to happen to you? Why are you acting like I can't get rid of you? Or why are you acting like people aren't trying to get rid of you? Like, like I ain't even worried about it. If that motherfucker went missing today, literally, I'm not worried about it because I know what I do. Literally, if that man went missing today, I would not be worried about it because I know exactly what the fuck I do. I ain't about to go far into the idea of having anything to him because he's going to get exactly what he deserves. Like, it's sad, but it's just the truth. You can't like allow yourself to be oblivious to how you make people feel. You're inflicting these feelings onto other people. You cannot deny that, especially since the evidence is quite prominent. And it's just like you just you're just not the person that really deserves all of this attention that you do give me. You really don't deserve it because you genuinely haven't been considerate to how it is that you could have expressed to me about what it was that you were feeling indifferent about. You never really intended to make things better. You've only intended for things to get worse. So you've always painted me in a dark picture as if you could paint me, but your pictures never added up. They never add up to what it is that you say. And it's just like me being the most isolated out of everybody, I know more than you because I'm not as isolated as you think I am. And it really sucks. It really fucking sucks because I'm actually here, still surviving, still alive, and I'm still wondering why. Because what the fuck am I doing that is helping my family in any type of way? Like I think I'm doing a lot more than I want to express, but the fact of the matter is, I don't care if people think whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you had the chance to protect your family and you decided not to, I look down upon you. I look down upon you if you just allowed people to just have free fucking like access to your family and you not do anything about it. Not even express an opinion about what it is that you feel indifferent about, like nothing. I can't allow myself to be okay with that. And so it might affect me being oblivious to what it actually fucking feels because I don't know. But ultimately, the fact of the matter is, I don't think I really care about what it feels. Because if I cared about what he feels, then I would be human, and I'm not that. I'm a fucking alien. So,
Boys are so stupid.
but the only thing that's really pissing me off is the fact that my mom's car is not working, and she also changed her password to her home meal to where I can. So it's just like clearly she doesn't really give a fuck about like what it is she needs to be given a fuck about. I'm doing fine. I'll be fine. But it's just really sad. And I feel real bad because I feel like I need to be there at this point. But it's just like, I don't think that's the greatest idea. I really just feel like the greatest would be getting said individual out of that situation without me having to have authority over what it is or where they go. But I'm about to call him only because I want to and I can. And if he doesn't answer, I'm gonna call him again. And then if he doesn't, I'm gonna call him again. Either way, I'm gonna keep calling him because now I want to be petty. Like, I don't like these type of people only because they are so easy to discredit the fact that they should even like be human. Like, like it's just like I don't really understand him. I really don't. And it pisses me off because I don't understand why he is just so fucking like inconsiderate. And it just pisses me off because it just makes me want to like do things I shouldn't. And then on top of that, it's like it makes me want to prevent a lot of things, but at the same time, I can't necessarily go anywhere right now. And this is why I just really don't think this is okay. This is why like I'm doing this because what the fuck are you doing right now? Where are you at? And why you acting like you was asleep all day yesterday? So answer the fucking phone.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Yeah, that's the shit I be talking about. It's just stupid. You just literally wanted to ignore me all day because of what? Because you were being a hoe. I mean, that's what I'm gonna assume because obviously, what else were you doing? You don't do anything else, right? So it's just like, what else could I think? I mean, if you don't live in the same house that you lived in at once, then how can you say gardening isn't even an option for you to do? When you know damn well, like, I don't fucking know. I do not fucking know. And I think I want to know so bad. And it's so sad. Because imagine what people don't know, but they see it to be okay. To just leave and just not even fucking acknowledge what it is that you feel and why you're feeling that way. Like, I'm not really sure what it is that people be going through, but a part of me, I always be wishing that I'm wrong. But it's quite obvious that I'm not. Because if I was wrong, everybody else would be wrong too. And that's so fucking crazy. Because I know I'm. So it makes me fucking angry and it makes me want to hurt people. Because what can you do about something that people genuinely rather not do anything about? All due to the fact that it matters so much to you that it matters. Let me just hold that word. It just matters. And I honestly don't necessarily want to do something that I will regret. But I think me doing nothing is something I regret. So it's just really, really unfortunate. Because I'm not really sure what to do. I'm not really sure how to approach. Because these individuals obviously are keeping an eye on me. I mean, I'm not stupid. I'm not slow. And I'm not your hoe. If anything, and it's just like, bitches slow can't get on my speed. But still, at the end of the motherfucking day, it's just like he didn't realize how much I was actually there for him and I had his back. And I feel like an appreciation is something that I experienced from him. But at the same time, he thought that he couldn't trust me because of somebody he don't realize that he can't trust right now. Yeah, he still kind of trusts, and it's kind of fucking awkward because your little fake friends will sell your secrets for some cash, baby, and not even give a fuck. And that opens my eyes
Boys are so stupid.
Why are you texting me? What do you want to say? What are you talking about? What are you even saying? What are you talking about? No, call her, because I'd rather you say this to me, whatever the fuck you thought.
What, Brandon?
Who said I was finna go anywhere?
You talking about, you know what? Don't come calling me. I read the message. I just said don't move my car. Because when I sent for man them over there to get it, because I told you the man said he's not coming to Missouri.
I understand you saying that, Mom, but this is the whole perspective. Like, you saying that me bring the car there and I wait for you to get it fixed, which I'm not aware of when that will be. So I will be without money, currency, or anything to really survive, like, on my own, without, like, immediate fucking support from everybody else. And that's like, you're the only person that's genuinely helping me with this whole, like, understanding of being able to survive out here. So, like, for real, I don't really see it to be substantial to, like, not be in the loop about the progress of the car. And then honestly, how, like, let me not even get into that. But it's just like, it's just really just the fact of the matter. Like, I just don't really find it to be substantial if, like, I'm just sitting here waiting for the car to get fixed, and I know how to fix the car. All I need is the part. Like,
okay, and you have to wait. I have bills I pay. I take care of the whole household. I pay bills. So I just
okay, I never said that you don't do that. So
you said what?
I never said that you don't do that.
Okay, well, you keep talking about the same money. I told you yesterday. You have to wait till I get paid. I told you that. I don't have no money to give you right now. I don't.
I wasn't asking for money at all. I'm just going to let you know that right now. I wasn't asking for money. I was asked for help to get the part fixed that shouldn't even be broken.
I think the only thing that can help is money. Buying the part. That's money.
Yeah, I know. I just have to clarify that I'm not using you for your money.
You know, you holding my car hostage. That's what you're doing, because it could have been over here been done.
I mean, if you don't have money to get the part, then how is it going to get done if you don't have the money to get the part?
If the car was sitting at my house, this motherfucking nigga would have fixed it at my house. Once I said it was in Missouri, he said, well, you don't drive the car.
Okay, and I don't need him to fix it. So that's why I'm simply saying I can fix it myself. It's not as if I need these men to do anything for me.
Oh, we just gonna buy the car. That's why I said get it to
But why would he do that?
my car to my house, that's what I mean.
But why? What makes him feel as if he's obligated to do so?
Brandon, that's my car.
Of course, I understand that. And I'm not saying as if I'm not bringing it to you, but it's just like the whole like idea of why like is something that you should be thinking of. Okay, right, but why is that something that he's worried about?
Brandon, now you talking stupid. Get off.
No, I'm speaking things that you're not paying attention
If I
to.
call dad somebody to fix the fucking car, how's that he worried about it? You
What
don't worry
if his job is to fix a car? It's not his job to know who's driving the car. Either way, if he's getting paid to fix a car, that's what the fuck his job is, not to know who's driving the car.
Somebody gonna keep fixing shit so nobody else keep paying up.
And that's the thing about it. It doesn't get tore up, especially like how people basically making it seem right now, because that whole motherfucking collision wasn't even a fucking collision, and it literally wasn't even a contact to like.
I don't know what the fuck you did. So bye, Brandon. I don't.
I mean, if you're not listening, then you'll never know. This is why it's hard to talk to her. She don't even pay attention. Oh my god. I just really wonder why. Why? You know, just why? Why am I even fucking here? This fucking loser ass fucking place. These loser ass fucking people. And I'm not talking about this specific fucking place. I'm talking about Earth in general. Like, this shit is so fucking pathetic. It's pissing me off. Because a lot of people are fucking losers. And they don't fucking, like, know that. Ugh. I just had to get mad at everybody. Because nothing is just okay for me right now. So I'm mad at everybody and everything. Because one person don't want to fucking listen. They just want to talk. They just want to talk, and don't fucking listen. And it's irritating. You listen to a funky foot ass fucking Cyclops, but you won't listen to your own child. And that really sucks. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, the fuck? This Bigfoot Butterface person wanted me to call him. So yeah. Perfect speech. Oh my god, I'm gonna seem so fucking desperate for this fucking dusty ass person. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just say it. So I acknowledge that this is exactly what you want me to do. You want me to feel some type of way for you because you're so miserable that that's the only way that you feel validated. That's how it seems. It's being asked, like, you know, you can't speak your truths. You go behind my back and sleep all day yesterday. Like, honestly, I'm not really mad. I'm just like, this because why the fuck did I even fucking text you in the first place and say anything just for you to still be this person, for you to still be Bloody Mary, for you to still not give a fuck about what it is that you do and to not fucking get the fucking hints. Like, I'm not really sure if you're going to be okay in the long run due to all of the fucking internet just weighing you the fuck down, and I hope it does weigh you down really well. And I hope it really does what it needs to do. Because honestly, I'm done. I'm really done. I actually really was looking out for you in a whole spiritual sense to really hope that you don't get hurt out here. But like, fuck that shit. Like, if me not giving a fuck about you helps me get hurt by whoever the fuck you know, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Because I don't care. I don't you anymore. You don't give a fuck about me. You ignore me when the fuck you want to. You can treat me any type of way, all because I haven't allowed myself to fully pop the fuck off on you. Because if I do, I might regret that shit. I might do something detrimental to myself, like I did before, right? But in reverse. So it's just simply just that. You better choose your battles wisely because I'm literally sending for you in everything you do. Every word that you say, you better motherfucking mean it. I swear to God, if we end up inside a pew and we are fighting each other judicially, whoa, Lord Jesus. I'm going to fucking win. I'm going to succeed. You're going to lose, and you're probably going to go to jail, or you're going to lack some motherfucking currency. Because one thing you will not have is the fucking integrity, and that's just simply that. Because there's a lot that I can't say right now. But the fact of the matter is, I'm mad at myself. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at me. Because I knew you was like this. I know you ain't shit. So why the fuck did I even be considerate? What the fuck? Ugh. You gotta talk down to these niggas because I swear to God, they'll treat you any type of motherfucking way if you don't tell this nigga how you motherfucking feel. And I ain't got time for no shit. I ain't about to let you treat me any type of fucking way. If I feel disrespected, I'm gonna say I feel disrespected. And if you don't change how you fucking treat me, then I'm gonna ignore you. And that's fine because fuck you. Don't go to my social media to stop watching my proxy. Get a fucking life. Like, I don't even understand it because, like, how can you ignore somebody that you stalk daily? You can't. I'm all you think about. And it sucks. It's just the fucking truth. If you don't treat me like shit, I won't have to treat you like shit. If you treat me with respect, then you won't be disrespected. It's a mutuality thing with me. It's not as if I'm trying to be mean to people just to be mean to them. Like, no. A whole day you sat back and ignored me. Think I'm about to just kiss your fucking ass? No, I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out and I'm gonna make sure that you hurt. Because you know who the fuck you are, bitch. It's just really sad though. Because I look at certain circumstances that people has been through, and I genuinely don't believe that people have had the best fucking realization that they could have had. Like hella people was mad at a girl for being a hoe, but they should have been mad at the dude for being a hoe because they don't know how much of a hoe they was being a hoe with they people, and that's why they, like, you know, like honestly, if they wanted to just air your shit the fuck out and just make everybody hate you, like all just the analogies of just like the fucking curated like realizations, like but I'm not that type of person who genuinely wishes death on people. But it's not as if I really think about it at all. Like, it's not as if I have to think about it. It's going to happen. You're going to die. I'm going to die. We're all going to die one day. Now, I do have to say, if you made it all the way to this length of video, like, honestly, to be so sincere, I'm surprised you even sat and listened to me just talk for this long. Like, I can sit back and listen to like numerous amounts of people just talk in their YouTube videos and stuff, only because like editing has been done with that process. But I've been sitting here for 3 whole fucking hours and the same amount of hair is still unfinished on my head. And I've been more focused on the conversation than the actual task at hand, which is finishing these fucking braids. Like, I feel like that's why people was quote unquote, well, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Trying to laugh at you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Anyways, fuck that shit. I'm tired of hoes lying for these niggas. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you is telling the truth. I don't need your validation. If I'm like, these bitches really think that I'm slow. Wow, that's hilarious. Oh my god. I'm really pissed off because I'm still fucking here. I'm still here in Kansas and I could be elsewhere doing else what with other people that literally wouldn't treat me like this. Like, wow. But I'm still here in Kansas. For what? I know what. I just can't live knowing that they're not fully seeing what they need to see. And like, if they do see what they see, how are they going about what it is that they should do about this situation? Like, should I just say fuck it and just protect, like they deny? I mean, this is a really good idea, actually. It might be a fucking scary idea, but it's the best fucking idea ever because that's obviously what I'm doing. And then on top of that, I don't know. I mean, because it gets to a point to where you just can't not do something. Hello? Yeah, I called you numerous times. You ignored me, so okay. Nothing. I'm just sitting right here contemplating life and contemplating the best routes to understanding the best fucking comprehensible towards leveling the playing field and balancing things. Yeah, because I know like what the playing field is, and I don't know what people be doing. Like, I can assume all day and be like right on the fucking money, but like I don't genuinely know. So it's kind of like an issue that just lingers, and it pisses me off, and it makes me want to do something about it. No, not everybody, just some people. Some people that just be like just so inconsiderate towards. I mean, it's not as if I want to know what they're doing. I just want to know if they are who they say they are. Like, because like a person being who they are, like, you know, the authenticity is completely different from fraudulence. And you can tell when a person is authentic and you can tell when a person is fucking fraud. And I don't know, with these. No, I didn't converse with her in those messages at that time in person. You know, that's something that I've been acknowledging just like in general whenever I text anybody. Like I've been noticing how like conversation will like the whole fucking the way that they speak, the dialect and the passion put into the words, like with one recent person that it changed a lot. It was like I was being catfished and I just wasn't blind to it. I mean, just a little bit. I mean, we didn't necessarily not meet, but his friend was texting for him so he can get his his friend was texting for him so he can get his foot in the door. Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe his friend thought that like I don't know. I don't know what his friend thought. It's like his friend was not like really considerate towards how he made a baddie feel. So I feel like if he just like would have just continued to like take advice from someone else and not been himself, that we wouldn't have gotten as close as we kind of are now. Yeah, let's not talk about that. I mean, what? Oh yeah, he told you about that? Oh yeah. But anyways, so yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it. Like, I don't necessarily know if it was something that I needed to tell you. Like, it's not as if we're dating, and it's not as if you want to date me. So, like, it's like, you know, like, I can't keep allowing myself to just tie myself down to someone who either don't want to be with me or do and don't want to say it. Like, I'm not really sure how you feel. Yeah. Yeah, no, you couldn't handle dating me. See, I'm not Paul. I'm a high maintenance girl. Oh no, I listen to what other people tell me. It's just like I listen to what other people I'll like I make sure that I don't receive bullshit. And if I do receive bullshit, I literally contradict it. No, she hasn't. But she's worried about me like bringing the car there so someone can fix it and then I not have a way to even make money at all. And what? I mean, that's probably what she think that I want to do, but no, like of course. So I'm in them up and start making money because I literally need to make some type of money. Nope, I don't even have the tools. I mean, you can. If I let you do the part, no, like this is my thought process. If I let you take the part off, then that would be me not wanting to do all of the work. No, I didn't never look it up. I've just been sitting here waiting because I move at my own pace, and if like other people like are like meeting that pace, then I start to feel stagnant due to the fact that other people like are holding me back. So yeah, no, yep, no, not really at all. Hmm. Okay, totally. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's not really hard at all for me to get a job. Genuinely, I meet a lot of like standards towards right. But that's the thing about it. People keep trying to like test me and my limits, and I don't think they want to keep doing that. I don't know. Just people are really testing me, and they're testing my limits, and it's just like I don't know if they're gonna handle it. I don't have much friends. Not the DoorDash people, but just like some people, like they genuinely be trying me. And I be having patience because I'm a pacifist, but I don't know how much I'm asking. I said that I have a fat ass. I do. It's actually plump. Normal. Huh? What? Hell no. Let's talk about these tools. Yeah, like you wanna bring that now or procrastinate? Like the part on the car? Yeah, of course. Hmm? All right. Well, I'll see you when you. Okay. Okay. Hmm? Yeah, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Oh, oh, oh. Mm, okay. Hmm? I mean, I'm just sitting here vibing. I'm sorry. I'm like checking myself because I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm like dipping my feet into some waters that isn't like my waters and like it's murky. Huh? Yeah, no. I was just like this imagination land in my head. Huh? I mean, I wasn't necessarily like thinking something in specific. I was just like receiving verbatim of like what I feel is being said. You know, like I hear you, I feel you, but it's just like I understand what you're saying. It's just like ultimately, I don't know. Like you was asleep all day yesterday, and I have to consider that. Hmm? Okay. Right. 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 That's what you said. What can I say? I mean, I don't know. So shouldn't do what? Assume. Well, people could just allow themselves to be more. Wait, I called you last week? Oh. What's your favorite song from Paramore? Okay. Yeah, they are I want to say they're an alternative rock band. Huh? Yeah, Paramore. Like Paramount. Paramore. This is why. Hmm? Go to This Is Why. You should listen to that. Hmm. Of course. I'm gonna pull it up on my loppy toppy. You know what? That's an experience that I gave to you. Like, that's for you to experience how I feel. Okay? That ass. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Them lyrics. Mm. Cisco Miko. Sitting on his phone, or because like I feel like I'm helping you procrastinate, but it's not as if I'm rushing you to get over here. Because and plus, I'm just like minding my business. I have a question. When's the last time you talked to Nate? Right. When's the last time you seen him? Okay, all right. I just had to make sure that I was gonna be live tonight. Okay. Huh? Oh my god, I am so intuitively fucking smart. Like that came to me literally at Godspeed. So great. I am so great. Huh? Uh, that's crazy. I feel like I'm a demon to people because, like, I just really feel like I'm a demon to some people. But that's kind of sad because, like, I don't know. I know I'm not. What are you looking up right now? Oh, you looking that up? Oh, damn. Damn, y'all be texting like y'all a married fucking couple at this point. Mm-hmm. Y'all just be talking about y'all can talk shit pretty much about anything together. Y'all so comfortable. Like, damn, I feel odd as fuck. Am I posing on y'all relationship? Alrighty. Alrighty. He goes many days without talking to him. I mean, my goodness. My friends are disappointed in me. Like, my friends are highly disappointed in me. Why? But it's just like because I just they really see that me focusing on myself is the best thing for me to do. But consciously, like with all of these ideas just floating around, like I can't consciously just ignore everything. And I don't know. I'm trying to like entirely be a burden to myself or anyone that I hold dear and near my heart. But like I know I'm not a burden. I don't intend to be no burden. I, I don't know. If I'm overthinking something, it's only because I wasn't fully informed. I've never been on Tosh Point oh. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure if I ever actually got pranked before. How? Hold on, what? Oh, people has been doing that to you? I mean, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't give people that much attention. Like, I've been ghosted before, I'm not gonna lie, blah, blah. But it's just simply like I don't put that much thought into the other side. Like, if they are trying, like, if I'm basically getting played, then they already played themselves because like it's just like I don't get played. Like, no, I mean, because I don't play, I don't joke. Like, when I say how I feel, that's genuinely how I feel, and there's no shaking of it unless the fucking relationship changes because of a pet peeve that consistently continues to happen. And like, I just have to start realizing how easier it is to just choose myself first instead of being considerate. I mean, you saw what? I mean, that isn't like that with everyone. Like, some people, they can tell me something and I don't necessarily think twice about it. All right. Right. Okay. All right. So he's literally watching this live as we speak. So now I'm about to log the fuck off. Like, I can't even talk to Beyonce on the fucking wall in privacy. Like, well, I'm finna fucking go and block some people because some people deserve to get blocked. And like, make that 2024, make that literally, like, what is what's the word? Make it common, make it a habit. I don't know, but get used to blocking bitches. Get used to blocking bitches if they keep playing with your emotions. Like, this is for real a note to self because that shit gets tiring. Living in such denial Like, for real. Like, it's such denial where it's not fun at all. Like, oh my God. So, but anyways, stay stunning. Love yourself as you do, because can't nobody love you like you love yourself. And if you aren't loving yourself in the most substantial way to where you could use a lot of advice, then be more considerate towards what other people say, especially when it's about you. Be more considerate and less fucking attacked. Like, a lot more considerate. Because, you know, that hating ass bitch or whatever could be telling you things that you might need to know. Like, maybe, because, oh my God, I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to say it on here because it says 0. But it might just be like 50 fucking K up in here. Learning the coding of things. I wish it was 50K. But anyways, fact of the matter is, like, me being that reasonable inside my mind, I'm glad I didn't say anything, because that would have just gave access that wasn't necessarily deserving. Like, I'm so sincere. I have moved on so well. I'm really proud of me because I genuinely walked away from the situation of heartache. And now I'm just like, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure about that statement. Because I don't even know if I'm going to, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he'll just stay there because you was asleep all day yesterday. So, later.